of the blood of Yahushua and the true spirit and testimony of Yahushua to the forefront for our people. Nonetheless, this video is going to be a prophecy through the Spirit of the Lord that was given to me on the death of Saul, or on the death of Tahar. And the Spirit of the Lord had me say, all right, and it was probably a couple days ago in the video, that he'll be dead. Literally, he'll literally be dead. As far as Tahar is just, hey, that's just how it is. That's how the Lord willed it. All right, and on top of that, I got extra confirmation, which I'll get into. All right, but how the Lord willed it is that he had me say that you'll be dead. You'll be literally in the spirit world, but in less than 40 days, man. All right, now on top of that, I believe it was the day after, we got confirmation from an angel, which I believe Elder War, he may, if the Spirit put it on him, he might go in on a video on it. I was speaking personally, when the angel was speaking to me, got confirmation on the angel that to go through with this, man. He told me that essentially people were going to think I'm a witch for knowing when certain people are going to die, but hey, that's how the Spirit of the Lord he just tells me, okay, so I'm gonna go with it, man. And Jay gonna move in faith with this lesson, because we know the Lord is going to justify our words. Okay, we're truly the prophets of the Lord. Our words would be, like the brother been saying, our words are gonna be backed up with power. Okay, but you're about to witness to all of you. This is this ain't even a warning. This is just what's about to happen to all of you. You're about to witness the fall of this whole One West infrastructure, all these false prophets. You're about to witness the complete destabilization of that, man. You're about to witness essentially the beginning of Jacob's trouble. It's all going to start with this old man dying, okay, which is necessary, okay, for the nation of Israel to flourish, okay, because these men have been, these One Westers, especially GMS, Tahar, the apostles, they've been a stronghold on our people for a long time, all right, and now it's time for that stronghold to be moved out of the way, all right, so you're going to be moved out of the way with it, okay. All right, it's been prophesied through the Spirit, man. All right, the Lord has gave me a bunch of confirmation on this, so I'm going to speak accordingly. Okay, but nonetheless, the Spirit had led me to essentially how this is about to play out. All right, so this is what you members of these camps, you members of GMS specifically, this is what you're about to witness. Okay, this is what you're witnessing right now, whether or not you can receive it at this moment. Okay, but when this man is killed, because that's what he is, he's a man, a flesh and blood man. All right, that's worshipped as a Lord, all right, as a God. When this man is killed, it is going to sift out, okay, who is really a part of the house of David and who isn't. All right, they're gonna be those of the house of Saul. They're gonna try to hold it down. They're gonna try to hold down the GMS way, the One West, hold on to the past, this, that, and the third. All right, but the house of David is about to flourish. You're about to see the house of David wax stronger and stronger as it was prophesied. All right, but nonetheless, it's Amos 9:8. All right, and it says destruction multiple times. We told you were going to start losing your mind. All right, just as in the days of old, when Saul he started beginning to get vexed with evil spirits. All right, you're going to lose your mind, but now we're entering a time where you're about to lose your physical body. Your soul is about to be separated from your body. Mark my words, man. All right, through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, mark my words. Okay, if I blaspheme the Holy Spirit, there's no repentance for me. All right, so that's the confidence I'm coming with in what I'm saying, man. He's about to kill you. All right, in less than 40 days. You got a little over 30, man. All right, but within the span of less than 40 days, he is about to take your soul off this earth, man. All right, now it says, and I will destroy it off. Nonetheless, there's gonna be a formal clarification and apology video as far as this 40 days prophecy, 1244 in the corner. As far as this 40 days prophecy that a evil, I'll be straight to the point, the evil spirit had me even number the days on the son of perdition's death. But nonetheless, there's a formal apology to all you brothers and sisters that have been disappointed or let down by this. But I want to make the distinction: do not let this, all right, this ploy by Satan that he used me to do. I'll say that much as well, that he used me to do, that he possessed me to do at that moment. Do not let this ploy separate you from the truth of the scriptures, okay? As far as all the other brothers, Spiritual Life Lessons, the main page, the other page, the Fourth Worth brothers, the brother Nariah, this was none of their doing. So I want to clarify specifically that 40-day prophecy came from me. This is the brother Darashia, okay? That 40-day prophecy specifically came from me, not any of those other brothers. Even when I spoke that prophecy, all right, through a spirit, because that wasn't the spirit of the Lord. Even when I spoke that prophecy, All right, the brothers that were around me were not expecting me to speak what I said, and I spoke presumptuously. All right, but nonetheless, I want this to be clarified and to go on record that this prophecy didn't come from Elder War, it didn't come from Ananiah, didn't come from the brother Nariah that teaches with me, it didn't come from the brothers Rapala and Awariala who are in Fort Worth. Okay, all right, an evil spirit hopped on me, all right, and took advantage of me to get me to speak this prophecy. But nonetheless, all right, this is a full clarification video for that sake. All right, that way, I don't want the hearers and the watchers to think that the whole ministry is to be blamed. This falls on me and me alone. All right, I got to specify that because I know as Satan's coming, he'll try to use this to discredit the entire ministry. All right, because when this 40-day spirit had me say this, okay, the first thing that happened was Satan bared false witness on the Elder War. And you had, Gabar, you had the Pharisees saying that Elder War was the one that came up with the prophecy, this, that, and the third. But I wanted to go on record that prophecy came from me, okay? An evil spirit hopped on me, and I spoke that prophecy, all right? But nonetheless, okay, I'm explaining the whole situation because it's the best way I can handle this, is to speak on it, repent, and keep pushing. Nonetheless, I just didn't want the whole ministry to be blamed for my shortcomings, okay, as a man of the Lord. But this 1 Timothy 3.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 5. There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. The slanderer of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. Koholayamlah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Sirach 26, verse 5. There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. The slanderer of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude. And that's what this is, man. These people that profess and proclaim to be the ministers of the new covenant, they are unruly, they are wicked, evil, bugged out, reprobates, okay? There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. The slanderer of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. And as you heard in this video, man, this bug out, this reprobate, is falsely accusing Elder Apostle Tahar of not breaking down the scriptures correctly, not teaching, not having the spirit, not being a man of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, not doing work in righteousness, all types of madness, man. Okay? And that's a false accusation. Okay? Elder Apostle Tahar is very, very, very humble, man. Okay? You can just see it when he's out in the highways and the byways, and you can hear it in his voice how humble and sincere he is, man. Okay? And furthermore, too, man, nothing really upsets and bothers Elder Apostle Tahar besides you jakes, again, breaking down the scriptures wrong and not doing the work. Okay? So for you to sit right here and falsely accuse this man of being wicked, of being Judas Iscariot, which is complete madness, okay? For you to sit right here and do these things, and Apostle Tahar is literally almost 40 years in this truth, still going strong, still teaching, still reproving, rebuking, and edifying you simpletons, man. Okay? And all these are worse than death, man, because you got this unruly multitude coming against the men that Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai set up, man. Okay? And even James, and matter of fact, that's speaking evil of your elders and your brothers, man. So what did James say? Let's jump to that real quick. This ain't going to be short, but Lord willing, ain't going to be too long. But if it is, oh well. It's all for edification. That's what we're here for, right? Edification? Con. This is the book of St. James, chapter 4, verse 11. Speak not evil one of another. And as you heard this reprobate, he was speaking evil of Elder Apostle Tahar, man. Talking about he gonna die and he gonna die on this date and this and that and blah blah blah. Basically, wishing and hope and death on the Elder Apostle when he has done nothing to you, man. Nothing whatsoever, man. You're just going off of a word. Well, your leader that you follow, that you listen to, off of his word, man. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law, and that's true. So what is that referring back to? What is St. James talking about when he's speaking this right here? I'm gonna read it again, then I'm gonna go directly to what St. James was speaking. We're gonna let the Bible talk, okay? I'm gonna attempt to not talk too much, but obviously I'm gonna break down scriptures, but I'm gonna let the Bible speak, okay? St. James chapter 4 verse 11 from the top. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law, and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. Okay? And as you just heard me say, and as you just heard this reprobate say, he's speaking evil of an elder, a brother, of Elder Apostle Tahar, a man that's had the spirit on him for near 40 years, man. That's been teaching, that's been sacrificing his life for this good news, this gospel, man. So what is James referring to? Let's jump there real quick, because again, we're gonna let the Bible talk. I'm gonna break it down so you can understand, but most of the time, most of the things that's gonna be spoken in this lesson is the Bible. So this is Leviticus chapter 19, verses 17 and 18. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. And as you heard, because this wasn't me speaking, this was this reprobate speaking. Okay, a so-called minister of the New Testament, as they call themselves. Okay, he has hate for his brother, hate for his elder apostle. Okay, because believe it or not, Elder Apostle Tahar is the Elder Apostle Salaki, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Gabar, Bakar. They are the elder apostles for all Israel. Whether you believe it, whether you like it, whether you agree, we don't give a damn. That's just how Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah set it up. And very soon you're going to realize that, man. Okay, point blank, period, man. Leviticus 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Okay, but it also goes back to 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Thou shalt, or verse 1, Salakia. Thou shalt not rebuke an elder, but entreat him as what? As a father. So you basically being rebellious to the order that the Most High set up. Okay? Period, man. You're not supposed to speak against your father or be disobedient, man. Okay? Continuing on. And not suffer him and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, okay, which this reprobate is trying to do, man. He's trying to wish death on the elder apostle, man. He's trying to manifest his corruptible vision or conversation, which he talking about it wasn't a dream, but so you mean to tell me that you was at work or at home and you just sitting down and all of a sudden the angel just appeared up, started having a conversation with you? Like, come on, man. Come on. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And ain't no love being spoken in this reprobate video, man. It's all evil, all wickedness, man. Okay, he's literally wishing death upon the elder apostle, man. Again, a man that's been sacrificing himself for almost 40 years for this good news, for this gospel, man. Okay? You have a grudge. And what obviously the Lord, made this be a lot, and obviously the Lord is going to judge you off of these acts, man. And we're going to prove it through scripture, man. We're going to prove it through the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let's continue on. Okay? Because this is completely wicked, man, with what these dudes be doing, man. Especially what this dude said in this video. It's completely wicked, man. Okay? So this is Salaki. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. And that's what you heard, man. You heard a false teacher, a false prophet trying to prophesy a downfall, the destruction of the elder apostle, and it has not come to pass. Okay? He said last month in June that if it doesn't come to pass, July 19th, that matter of fact, because I already showed it in the live that I did on Friday. But I'm going to read it again. If he still has it up, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to go see right now. Bear with me. I'm going to read what he said. If it doesn't come to pass. And he's still teaching. So that makes him a hypocrite too. And a deceiver. A devil.
Right, it says, but I come.
I'm gonna read what he put in the on his comment board when he was talking to a brother on the comment board. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Okay? Bear with me. I'm finding it. And he got some new comments too. I guess I'll read these too, but it's the main one, Slakia. Okay, right here. He says, this was prophesied June 9th. Move the date on your calendar to July 19th. If Judas, so he's basically calling Elder Apostle Tahar Judas. If Judas doesn't die by then, I'm a false prophet. And there's no need for me to teach or anyone to listen to us. Because in the prior lesson that he did for his apology, his correction, he basically tried to put it on himself. Nah, your whole congregation agreed, man. Your whole congregation was on board. And in the first video, you said that the other brothers in your congregation, y'all camp, felt the same way. So nah, it ain't just on you, it's on all of y'all. I'm looking forward to this. Okay? And he just put some new comments. He said, 1 second. He put a new comment and said, I did a full video explaining that the prophecy was my fault and mine alone. I will have and I will and have repented. Please, man. You said you repented, but in the other video, you still wishing death upon Elder Apostle Tahar, man. And a brother said, it's funny because you was so confident and proud. A brother said it's funny because you were so confident and proud, so sure of yourself. Now look at you. Boy, the Lord marked you. And again from your own words, you are now considered a false prophet, which I just read to you. And again, from your own words, you are now considered a false prophet. Also, you blaspheme the Holy Spirit according to you. So I assume there's no more repentance for you since you did the only thing the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, said not to do. Lastly, you said that your unliving is guaranteed if this doesn't happen. Well, seeing that it didn't happen, you might be the very person that your prophecy is unliving was actually meant for. Not the elder apostle Tahar, but you. So let it be. Yep. So, hey, man, you just heard it. He said he's a false prophet. I'm gonna read it again. What did he put? All right, he said this was prophesied June 9th. Move the date on your calendar to July 19th. If Judas doesn't die by then, I am a false prophet, and there is no need for me to teach or anyone to listen to us. I'm looking forward to this too. So, hey, man, thou sayest, so shall it happen. I don't want to rock this out. So 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 again. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. Okay? And that's what this is a damnable heresy, man. Even denying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction, because he's bringing upon himself swift destruction. And my very last precept is going to prove that. But just remember that I said that. Okay, so like remember that the scripture said that. This is going to be bring upon him swift destruction. Verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And that's what's happening, man. Okay, you have these other reprobates, these other clowns without makeup following behind these dudes, man. Okay, and then you have them speaking ill about the truth. Okay, point blank period, man, because you're going against what the Lord has professed through his prophets, okay, through the elder apostles, elder bishops, elders on down, man, which is the 144% truth, man. Okay, but let's continue on. Okay, because we're gonna let the Bible speak, man. This dude, he literally dug his own grave, man, and now you're just waiting to be judged, man. Point blank period. You literally just waiting to be judged, man. These are false prophets, false teachers, man. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart. And that's what this was, man. Ain't no angel come to this daggone reprobate, this simple-minded Negro, and tell him no bullshit like that, man. That was a vain opinion, vain thought, vain a wish that he had in his heart, man. Okay? Jeremiah 23, verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. So you should not be hearkening unto none of their words. Not just what is being spoken now in this video that he did. Okay? Any of their videos, man. The Lord is not dealing with them. And if you cleave on to these dudes, you're going to be led to judgment just like them, man. Okay? Thus saith the scriptures, man. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. So he deceived his followers, okay, and his other brothers in their camp congregation, whatever you want to call it, to believe this bullshit. Everybody was all hype on the comment board talking shit, saying this and saying that. Like, come on, man, get out of here, man. Okay. So y'all should not be listening to these simpletons, man. The Lord is not speaking through these men. Oh, Salahi, let me take that back. Let me correct myself. The Lord is speaking through them, but he's not giving them the edification, the truth, to build the elect up, to give the elect what they need. No, he's giving them destruction, deceit, okay? Deceiving 2/3 of our people to follow them to their destruction, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. And and when we come in this truth, man, if we are the elect, which we hope and pray to be, man, we're also, we're going to be persecuted for righteousness, man. We're going to be targeted even amongst people that profess and claim that they're in the truth, man. It's part of the territory. Matter of fact, let's grab this. It's part of the vocation, man. It's part of our lots, man. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4. I'm going to start off at verse 12. And labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it. And that's what you heard in that video, man. Okay? Elder Apostle Tahar is being persecuted for doing the will and righteousness of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. But we have a prime example in front of us, Akim, Wa Akwaf, of how to take these things and how to suffer through it, man. Okay, how to endure. Okay, how to send up supplications to cleave to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah when these things come upon us, man. Okay, we have beautiful examples that the Lord has given us, man, through the elder apostle Tahar on down, man. Okay, beautiful examples, man. And again, like I stated earlier in the video, man, nothing really makes elder apostle Tahar mad but you breaking down the scriptures wrong and not doing the work. Okay, we have a beautiful example on how to be, on how to learn from, and how to to go about things correctly through the Spirit, man. Okay, verse 13. being defamed, okay, which they are attempting to do daily, man. You got these reprobates, these scoffers, these mockers, trying to defame us continuously, man. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and as the scourging of all things unto this day. And that's what you see happening, man. They're trying to place filth upon us, put a bad name upon us and all that, man. They're trying to do all types of wickedness upon us, man. Saying this about us and saying that, and furthermore, saying such things about our elder apostles and, calling them grapists and, the P word and the M word, bringing all forces, calling them extortioners, all types of stuff, man. Just to appease the people that, have hatred towards GMS, man. Because that's all it is, man. It's the same thing how it was back in the Zaquan days, man. Point blank period, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. It's just only going to get worse, man. And these are the same people that more than likely probably put their hands on the prophets and killed the prophets back in the old days, man. Okay? And they're going to attempt to put, all types of filth and vile things upon us to make the world perceive us as madmen, as evildoers, as wicked people, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. So let's go here. Let's go to Ezekiel. And like I said, man, this ain't gonna be no short lesson, but it ain't gonna be, hopefully I don't want to write this out, it ain't gonna be too long, but if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't, it's all for edification regardless. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 9. In thee are men that carry tails to shed blood. And that's what you heard in the dude's video, man, was a tail to wish and hope to manifest the bloodshed of Elder Apostle Tahar, man. That's what you literally heard in that reprobate, that bug outs video, man, is his manifestation of the death of Elder Apostle Tahar, and literally hoping and praying and wishing that the Lord will take him out before the time frame that he said, man. Okay? That's evil. That's some wicked shit, man. Real talk, man. That is some wicked shit, man. In thee are men that carry tails to shed blood, and in thee they eat up mountains. In the midst of thee they commit lewdness. Okay, and that word lewdness can go into like ill sexual acts and what's the word? And also it goes into evil and wicked deeds. Okay, and as you heard, this was an evil and wicked deed that was being confessed by this bug out's mouth, man. Okay, and then had the nerve to bring the Holy Spirit into it, Harakak Radash, and also to profess that Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai gave him the intellect through a conversation, as he said, because he didn't, the Bama didn't say a vision. He said a prophecy was given to me. I don't know. I mean, hey, man, I don't know, man. So we'll just say a conversation that he had supposedly with an angel. That's what he's saying. He didn't say he had a dream. He said he had something of a prophecy was given to him. So I don't know, man. These niggas is gone, man. Real talk. They gone, man. But let's continue, man. Let's go to 1 John. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. And as this dude said, man, if his prophecy doesn't come past, he's a false prophet and he's not going to teach. And nobody should listen to his whole camp, whole congregation. And that starts with a war. Okay? That starts with a war and the constipated bandit. Okay? That starts with a war and the constipated bandit, man. Okay, so nobody should be listening to the so-called ministers of the new covenant, man. Okay, because why? The scripture has been spoken and it has tried your spirit and it has showed you to be a false prophet, man. 1 John 4 verse 1 again. Beloved, believe not every spirit. So don't believe this dude, man. Okay, this fake Barry White, man. Forever and ever. Okay, don't believe him, man. Okay, you should not be listening to nothing this dude or anybody else that he follows says, man. Okay, because it is not of the spirit, it is not of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High. And they are not of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. They are of the devil, man. They are of the left-hand side. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai has given them a strong delusion that he's supping with them, that he's enduring with them, that he has them following the correct path. When Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai literally is leading them to their downfall, to their destruction. So what you're wishing upon Elder Apostle Har is more than likely going to happen to you. Okay? Because many false prophets, and he's one of them, are gone out into the world, because the Lord is not dealing with a great multitude of Israelites that claim and profess to be teachers, man. Okay, the Lord always deals in small numbers, man. Okay? And again, I said something, so let me grab that. I quoted something, so let's go to Ezekiel. Let's jump back. I quoted something. I think that's Ezekiel 14. This is the book of Ezekiel 14. And I'm going to start off at verse 8. And I will set my face against that man. Okay, so look, this is your judgment. Whatever your name is. Okay, you fake Barry White. Deeper and deeper. Oh, I'm gonna love them days. Salakia. Ezekiel 14, verse 8 from the top. And I will set my face against that man. Okay, that's you. And will make him a sign and a proverb. And I will cut him off from the midst of my people. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So what does it mean when the Lord cuts you off? He's going to put you to death. He's going to bring you back to the spiritual realm. Okay? Point blank period, man. Verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived, which you're very deceived, homeboy. Okay, the Lord has given you a strong delusion. And if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have deceived that prophet. So the Lord put that in your mouth for you to profess it, for you to put it on wax, for you to proclaim it amongst Israel. And you spoke it boldly and proudly, man. It's crazy as hell to hear a nigga, because that's what you are. You ain't no prophet. You ain't repentant. You a nigga, man. You just another nigga that knows he's an Israelite that wears fringes, man. That's all you are. Okay? But it's crazy to hear a nigga. And it also shows you, man, you still have the mentality of the world, man. You still love the world, man. Because that's nigga shit, man. What you literally did in your video, professing and basically claiming that Elder Apostle Har is going to be put to death this day, that's nigga shit, man. That's what niggas do, man. Continuing on. And I will stretch out my hand upon him. The Lord, man, hey, look, man. You wish death upon yourself, man. And like the brother said in the message, man, what you probably was speaking was your own death. Okay? And I will destroy him from the midst of my people, Israel. Whoo! In verse 10, applies to your whole congregation. Let's read that. Verse 10. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. So that's your whole camp, your whole congregation that agreed that, cheered you on. That basically, you're right. I had a vision too. The prophecy was revealed to me too. You're right. He's going to be gone before July 19th. And what is it? July, 22nd? 23rd. So come on, man. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. You know what your lot is? I'll read what your lot is. Because this is what the Lord got you in right now. This is the book of Jude, chapter 1. I'm going to start off at verse 17. But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before the apostles of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. And that's reprobate walking after his own godly lust, man. Okay, you're walking after your own godly lust, and the Lord really has you confused and giving you strong delusion that what you're speaking is correct, it's of the Spirit, but it's not. Verse 19. These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the Spirit. The Spirit is not dealing with you. You talking about the Spirit, this and that, blah, 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 and you blaspheme the Spirit. Okay? Period, man. You literally marked and made yourself known to be a false prophet. If I was you, I would take my videos down and relearn, man. And if you're really gonna be sincere and really repent, stop following them reprobates that you following after, man. The Lord's giving you a sign right now, man. Real talk, man. And I speak this humbly and sincerely, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah is giving you a sign right now. The people that you following and that you listening to is bringing you and pushing you and leading you to your downfall, man. So if I was you, I would erase every single video that I have done, sincerely repent, fast, humbly, and be retaught, man. Because if you don't, man, hey, look, man, the Lord going to judge you, man. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be a month, 6 months, a year. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to judge you if you don't get that proud, pompous spirit off of you, man. And really recognize the sign that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is showing you right now. Okay? I'm going to read verse 19 again. These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the Spirit. Man, this is a sign from the Lord, man, showing you that you don't have the Spirit. He been took the Spirit from you. And the person you follow, Awar, and the constipated bandit, they don't have the Spirit, man. Them niggas is winging it, man. How long y'all, do you think this new covenant talk is really going to last y'all, man? Y'all think y'all the first ones to bring forth this madness? No, man. Y'all gonna fade out soon, man, like other niggas, man. We've seen it. Let's continue on, man. Let's jump back to Jeremiah, man. But you know, Jake gonna stay in that proud spirit, man. Jake ain't gonna take heed, man. Because Jake, you know why? Because Jake hates order. Jake hates authority, man. Jake wants to be his own leader, okay? He don't want to take heed to commandment, man. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23. Verse 26. How long shall it be? Salakia. Jeremiah 23, verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesied lies? So how long shall it be in your heart to prophesy these lies? Not only what you spoke about, Elder Apostle Tahar, but the bullshit and the madness you speaking about this and that and this. Okay? The devil cannot tempt you if you're in the new covenant. The devil cannot tempt you if you have the new body, man. And you're keeping the laws 144%. Every single law, man. And you have the new body and you're in the new covenant. The devil cannot tempt you, man. Can't you, man? Man, Salakia, man. I ain't gonna, man, you know what? I'm gonna take it back, man. I'm not gonna say Salakia. I'm not gonna say forgive me. I'm passionate about this truth. I'm passionate about things I love and that I love doing. Especially when it comes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'm very passionate, man. And we have the hopeful elect of the true sincere hopeful elect. We know when we see that you can't realize what's going on and you can't see it because the Lord has blinded you, man. And that's fearful for us, man. That makes us, examine ourselves more. That makes us, check ourselves, man. That makes us be more fearful, man. That makes us make sure we're walking and doing things correctly, man. Jeremiah 23, verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. Do you hear that? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, man. Your heart, your mind is deceiving you, man. The Lord is literally jacking your mind up so bad that you literally believe everything that's coming out of your mouth. And when you're speaking on your videos, you're laughing, you're proud. You really believe what you're saying is of the Lord's spirit, is of the Lord's heart, man. When it's all deceit, it's all vain, it's all void. All it's literally doing is adding on to your charges. Okay, to your arrest warrant. Okay, to your death certificate, man. But let's continue. Cause look, man, we really have to take heed on how we conduct ourselves in the truth, how we treat one another, what we say about one another. Okay? Period, man. Love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. And regardless if you like anybody in GMS, and first and foremost the elder apostles, you're not supposed to work no ill towards your neighbor, man. Okay? Period, man. And prime example, Salakia, I gotta say this because this the Lord wants me to say this, man. Salakia. Even with HOI, let's say, because HOI had one of their brothers in California that got shot and died, and Zabak had made an announcement, and I think either him or maybe the family member of the wife has started to GoFundMe to get money to fund the funeral. And do you not know that the elder apostles made an order for brothers to donate to help to bury that man? But see, you niggas and nobody else, even when, you know, because they say that we have no hearts, that we're just, you know, we're wicked, we're evil. But you know, the other congregations, camps, whatever you want to call these simpletons, man. Matter of fact, man, the 501(c)(3)ers, because a lot of these camps are 501(c)(3) camps, man. But they won't say the stuff that GMS has actually done for other camps, man, for other brothers, man. And that's one of them, man. Okay, literally, man, you have brothers, man. I literally, you know, saw the brothers' names on there posting stuff, money for the brothers on the GoFundMe, man. But Salakia, let me read this. Ephesians chapter 4. I'm gonna start off at verse 30. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of the Most High. And that's what you did. You grieved the Spirit, man. And that's why the Lord had you say what you said, so he could mark you. Whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Because that's what we seek, man. We seek redemption, man. And that's why we got to watch and be careful how we perceive and go about this truth, man. How do we speak and what we do, man? Because we have to do everything decently and in order. Okay? This gospel cannot be blamed. Okay? Period, man. This gospel cannot be blamed. This gospel must be blameless, man. And what we speak must have no guile, man. And what you spoke had heavy guile, man. It was an abomination. It was corrupted. It was not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 31. Let all bitterness which you had, and wrath which you had, and anger which you had, and clamor which you had, and evil speaking which you had, be put away. Nah, you didn't put it away. You embraced it. You professed it. Okay? You elevated it. Okay? But put away from you with all malice. No, you embraced all that. You had bitterness, you had wrath, you had anger, and you were speaking highly evil of the elder apostle Tahar and GMS. Okay? And that's you're going against the law. You're going against the law. So for you simpletons, you reprobates, you bug outs to say that you're in new bodies, you're in the new covenant, you can't die, but yet the devil is tempting you and you're going against the law. You niggas. Let's continue on, man. Because this is funny, man. This is really funny. Matter of fact, let's go to Susanna real quick. Because this is what you did, man. This is slightly somewhat of what you did, man. Bear with me. All right, so this is the book of the history of Susanna. This is going to be, I think it's only one chapter in this book. Khan. So I'm gonna go to verse 53. For thou hast pronounced false judgment. And was not what he was speaking in his video false judgment? Yes. Oh, you know, it was revealed to me through an angel. The prophecy was given to me through an angel. And then, you know, my daddy, Barry White, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I'm mad. So again, the history of Susanna, verse 53. For thou hast pronounced false judgment and has condemned the innocent. So how are you going to condemn a man that's innocent? You basically bringing forth this madness like Elder Pastor Har was your daddy and he never took care of you. He never put powder on your ass. He didn't pay no child support. He just wasn't there for you. You know? He owed you, he owed you some money. He was one of your homeboys or one of your uncles or something. He owed you some money. He ain't treat you right. You know? He whooped your ass one time. You still mad about that ass whooping you got? This is come on, man. This is comical, man. Verse 53 from the top. For thou hast pronounced false judgment and has condemned the innocent and has let the guilty go free. Albeit Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai saith, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay. And that's what the Lord said when you were speaking your bullshit. The innocent and the righteous, which Adawan Ratazah, through the Harakak Radash, myself believe that Elder Pastor Hart is righteous and innocent. Okay? Through the Spirit. Okay? And just to be balanced, and I also speak this and say this as a man. All right? But the Lord trumped your vain opinion, your vain thought, your vain wish that you had upon the Elder Apostle Tahar, man. Okay? Thou shalt not, he said, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua said, thou shalt not slay the innocent and righteous, man. But let's continue on. I got a few more. We're going to close it on out. So this is the book. I got to remind you again, man, because as you said, man, you're a false prophet, right? So let's go, Salakia. What is that? Did I read the right one? I think I might have read the wrong one at the wrong daggone time. No, I read it already. I can read this one then. Salakia. Let's jump back to Jeremiah. I'll read this one. Because I read that one at the wrong time. But it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 14. Then Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. So what you said, what you proclaim, what you profess, what you boldly stood on was what? The prophets prophesied lies in my name. And you said the Lord's name so many times to make it hold some weight, to make it seem like it had some leverage, to make it seem like it was going to come to pass. Then Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not. Hold on. The Lord said he didn't send you. Hold on. The Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai said he did not send you. I sent them not. Neither, hold up, neither have I commanded them. Hold. So you going off the own deceit, vain opinion of your own heart, homeboy. Off your own heart. Neither have I commanded them, neither spoke unto them. So hold on, the Lord didn't send no angel to talk to you, nigga. The Lord didn't command an angel to give you a prophecy, to give you a revealing of a judgment upon an elder apostle Tahar. He didn't give you nothing. He gave you strong delusion to mark yourself. He gave you strong delusion to go against the law, to go against the scriptures. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father. Okay? An unruly multitude. False accusations, man. False judgment. All because you want to tag team with a man that's with a man that with two men that's nuts is crushed. Okay? That been lost the spirit. That ain't got the spirit on them no more. Neither spoke unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination. Did you hear that? They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught. And the deceit of their Salakia, and the deceit of their heart. So this is a false vision and divination, and a thing that's going to come to naught. What does that mean? It ain't going to happen, Captain. Okay, it ain't going to happen, clown. Okay, and it's deceitful, coming from your own heart. And what does it say in Jeremiah 17, verse 9? The heart is deceitful and above all and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And the Lord is showing us that right now, man. Okay? Matter of fact, I think real quick, what is that chapter? Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. I think I got another precept. Yeah, I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold this, but I'm gonna grab this. Let's go to Yahawashi real quick. Cause you gotta, like, again, you have to watch what comes out of your mouth, man. You have to watch what you say. I made a lesson on that, correcting myself. You should go listen to it, homeboy. St. Matthew 15, verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth, damn, Salakia. St. Matthew 15, verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. You're defiled, man. So again, man, I'm sincerely and humbly giving you an advice, man. If I was you, I would erase all my videos. Stop teaching like you said you was gonna do, because you said if it does not come to pass, you're a false prophet and nobody should listen to you. Correct? Didn't I read your comment? Yes. So you should take your videos down. Stop teaching. Repent, fast. Okay, and hopefully you'll be sincere about it, and just learn. Oh yeah, Slacky, and detach and stay away from them simple niggas you listening to and that you amongst. Okay? I'm talking to you, the one that made the video, man. And I sincerely, humbly speak this as a brother, man. But if you don't want to take heed to that, that's on you, man. Okay? You have been warned. Okay? So let's jump here real quick. This is Ezekiel 13. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, this is heavy. I'm glad that you, man. Thawadi Habashim Yahushai. Thawadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Ezekiel 13. I'm going to start from the top, man. I got to. And the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts. Hear ye the word of Yahweh. And that's what the Lord got me doing right now. Call Lord Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakradash. I'm going to read verse 2 again, man. That's what Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai got us doing to you reprobates, man. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. Thus saith Yahweh power, woe unto the foolish prophet that follow their own spirit and have so lucky. Hey yo, Salaki, this goes perfect with this lesson, man. Let me Salaki. Let me read verse 3 from the top, Salaki. I gotta keep my composure, forgive me. Thus saith Yahweh power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. Woo, boy, oh boy. I'm going to drop down to verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying Yahweh saith, and Yahweh have not sent them. They have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. Hey, yo, man, Baba Gushal, man. Hey, yo, Salakia, man. I don't mean to keep on laughing, man, but this literally is perfect with this lesson, man. This goes perfect with this lesson, man. Man, for what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, because I didn't write this down, man. The Spirit directed me to this precept, man. Verse 6 from the top. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying Yahweh saith, and Yahweh have not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. Because as you heard, you know, it's a lying divination of his own heart, not in the spirit of his own spirit. Okay, and then you have they camp members hoping that this comes to pass. Hey man, call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. I love it, man. I love it. Verse 7. Ezekiel 13, verse 7. Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai say it, albeit I have not spoken. Oh my God, call all y'all Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash, man. Oh boy, let's read verse 7 again. Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai saith it, albeit I have not spoken. Therefore, now here's your judgment, man. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, power, because ye have spoken vanity, and seen lies, therefore behold, I am against you, saith Yahweh power. Do you hear that? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, because ye have spoken vanity, which you did, and seen lies, which you professed. Therefore, behold, I am against you. The Lord is against you. He's not with you, saith Yahweh power. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and their divine lies. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel, neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh power. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Man, that's scary, man. That is scary. Man, oh man, that's a scary sight, man. Wow, man. That's I don't have to break that down. That's self-explanatory, man. But I accidentally turned my music off, but you know, I guess that's a sign to get this last precept and close out. Man, this is scary, man. This is literally scary, man. This is really scary, man. So this is the book of Deuteronomy. And remember I said when I was reading, I forgot which one I was reading, but I was quoting this last scripture for a reason. So we're going to read this last scripture right now and close out. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 20. But the prophet, which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. That's it. Self-explanatory, man. Self-explanatory. So, man, I don't want to wrap this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akyim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kol Halayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekak Radash Wa Thawada Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekak Radash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah to the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.